everyone, welcome back to my channel. Tonight's video is going to be a look using my new Urban Decay Born to Run palette. So I've done my base and my eyebrows. Oops, throwing everything. I've used the Ordinary Adherence Primer. I've used some Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter to give a bit of glow. I've used my Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation, and I've done browsings on the eyebrows. And unfortunately I have my eczema back here, redness around the nose and a cold sore. Yay! So, oh, and a rash on my neck. So I think I'm a wee bit run down, but let's crack on. So I'll leave the video of the swatches in the description, but this is the palette here. It's got a big mirror. Yay! And I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do as the look. I've got my micropore tape on. I have my brushes here, and I don't even know which ones are clean, so we will just see how it all goes. So we will. Anywho, let's get started. So the first shade I think I'm going to take is the colour Breakaway, which is this one here. And I'm going to pop this all over the lid. This is the first time I have used these. I haven't got any primer on my eyelids. I'm just going to try them without primer to see how we go. I don't know how it's going to be on this side with this stupid eczema. Goes away and comes back, but see, with this really clammy hot weather, it's just not loving it. Now, there is not a lot of pigment coming off of that onto my eyes at all. So I'm going to go along into the matte shade here, which is called Weekender, which is pretty much the same colour. But we'll see. I'm actually not adhering at all either. Oh, yes, it's getting a bit more colour on there. Okay, we're going to run this all along the lid. And the brush I'm using is from the Urban Decay Naked 2. I don't have that palette anymore. I passed it on, but I did keep the brush. So we're just putting this all over the lid, as you can see. So I've got the window open, but it is too clammy. This ring light's the bane of my existence. So as you can just see there, it's just a slightly more skinned tone than there's quite a lot of kickback from these shadows. I need my eyebrows done again. They grow so quickly. I only got them done like a few weeks ago. Right, so we're using that as our all over colour. Oh, I don't know what to go into next. I'm really drawn to these greens here and this shade here, so I really can't decide. I think I'm going to go into, oops, it's really heavy actually. This shade up here called Rift. I'm just going to use the same brush as well, put a tiny wee bit on that. And I'm going to just take it in the outer corner there and kind of just do wiggly motions back and forward, winging it out with the tape. And just adding more into the socket of my eye and where my crease is. And then I tend to look down into this mirror just so that I can see where the colour's sitting. Smoke it out. And then I'm going to take this Luxe Crease 228 brush by Zoeva and just kind of fluff it over it a wee bitty. Then I'm going to build on more of that Rift colour. Just intensify it a bit more. Taking it all the way down into the tear duct there. and winging it right up. Doesn't matter if it looks messy, because we're going to go back in and just sort of blend it all out a little bit. As I say, I'm no makeup artist by any means. Okay, let's repeat this on the other eye. So we're going back into Rift again, and I'm starting off in this outer corner and then taking it all the way in to the tear duct. I mean, we can totally, you could clean everything up, you know. Then I like to look sort of down like this into the mirror. I like this foundation because it looks like I don't really have any of it on. And the reason I put all of the base products on was because I wanted it to be more concentrated on the eye look, or the video would be so long. Now I'm going to be without a phone at some point because this phone needs to go and get repaired. So I'm trying to get as many film while I've got the phone now, and then they're all there for you. So because I stay in Isle of Skye, my nearest one is in Inverness, and I ain't going all the way to Inverness just to put my phone in because it's too far away, and they will only give me a replacement phone while it's getting fixed or replaced if I go into a store. So my dad's given me one of his old ones and it is no use for filming, so that's a dilemma. One, oh, sorry. So this is the colour so far. We are liking that. Now, the next colour, I think I'm quite liking these wee packing in brushes. So let's see. Oh, I think I'll use this Tarte brush. I like this. I don't know what next to go into. I think I'll go into the one beside it called Still Shot, which is this kind of peachy colour. And I'm going to take the tiniest bit on this brush because it looks super duper pigmented. And you can build the colour up as you go. And we're just taking it just below where I put that other colour. And just working that in. So this is more on my crease. And over there. So this is one of my new palettes, and I've got the Too Faced White Peach one, and I've also got the Kat Von D Glimmer and Light. So I'm needing to get videos done with them and as well. So I've decided, rather than going out and buying loads of new things, even though they're new to me, I need to kind of do looks and use things up. So this is the one without the added bit of peach, and this has got a bit of peach there. So I'm just going to do that. And again, just placing it on the outer corner there. And taking it into that creasy bit of the eye. Running it back and forward. Take a little bit more colour on the brush. I need to get some more Tarte brushes. They're actually really good. I got this in my Sex Kitten set. I actually passed that palette on to my friend and fellow YouTuber Wacky World of Lottie because I wasn't using it enough, and I just thought, if you're not using it, you may as well pass it on, Jules. And then we're just blending those two colours together. They're lovely, look. I love it. Now, I think I am now going to take on that brush, same brush that I used, a little bit of Good As Gone, which is this matte brown here. Wow. That is maybe a wee bit too much. And I'm just going to lightly put it into the inner corner there. Just lightly. That's such a nice shade. I think that's one of the nicest browns I've used. And I have a lot of shades. I'm going to take this 228 and just swirl it round there. Just so that it's kind of subtly brown, but not crazy. And then sort of do the same again there. Just concentrating it on their outer bit of my eye. And then we'll take the 228 by Zoeva and just smudge it in a bit. So it's got a smoky outer edge. I love that, that's so nice. I think what's left on the brush, I'll maybe use a bit more on here. So I've not put any more shadow on, I'm just using what's on the brush there. Just to, and I dropped the brush, bear with. Back! Just to give that a wee zhuzh and blend the lines. Oh, I'm loving that. Now for a lid colour, oh, I can't decide. I think I'm going to go for Guilt Trip, which is this nice shimmery shade here. And I'm going to take this on this Spectrum A16 brush and I'm going to try it and see what I feel. We're not using any Fix Plus or anything, we're just adding it straight as it is. I might actually have to use my finger, but I wanted it to be a bit more precise. Maybe this isn't the right shade to go with the other ones, but I watch Pixie Woo makeup artists, they're like my total inspiration, and Nick particularly is always saying that makeup is about playing about and having fun. There's no rules, there's no rights and there's no wrongs. So I kind of like her method in that. There is a lot of fallout on these shadows, but I haven't done my concealer yet. I quite like that. See, it's just a subtle, as it's focusing, it's just a subtle kind of purple there. I really hate this ring light. Do not buy yourself a newer ring light. Either that or they've screwed me over, because I don't know what's the best way so you can see it. Anyway. So that's it there without Fix Plus. And I'm just going to take this brush again and just sort of blend it. Into the eyes there. It's quite nice, it's quite subtle. We'll do the same again and then I think we'll try it with some Fix Plus. I've got a funny feeling that my dad's going to come and interrupt me to tell me that his dinner was minging. Because he's so predictable, my dad. But if you hold off on everything to do, I would never get anything done. Why is it men? They're just so like children. They've got to be the centre of everything. They've got to tell you everything that's going on and you're like, I don't actually care. Picking up a lot better on this eye, actually, but I'm liking the what it's created. I don't actually know if I want to put Fix Plus on it. Okay, so we'll take the 228 again and we'll just slightly buff it in again. So as you can see, you've still got the subtle bits, but the shade that I've put on most of my lids, this one, but it's not really intense, so I'm going to use a bit of Fix Plus with the same brush that I had. Give it a wee squirt. And we'll go in again. Oh, yes. Are you seeing that? And we will intensify it. Yes, the Fix Plus is definitely making it a lot better. Definitely. We're just sort of packing it onto this inner and middle bit of the lid. Oh, I love it! Look at that. So that's with Fix Plus, that one's without. So just packing it onto the lid. This little flat brush. It is absolutely beautiful. Love it. Okie dokes. Oh, that is so nice. And I slightly will, in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this 228 into Riff, which is this shade up here, just lightly. And we're just going to kind of go like that, just to blend it in slightly, but hopefully not taking away from any of the colours. And then I think I'll go back in to Good As Gone, which was that nice brown, just in case it's lost a bit of that, and just intensify that outer edge. And again, using this 228 Suva brush, just diffuse it a little bit. Now, I'm going to take this accent brush by Real Techniques, and I am going to go into the Guilt Trip, which is the purple that we put on the lid. I'm going to take a little bit on the brush without Fix Plus, and I'm going to really sort of push it into my eyelashes. Just so that we've got it sort of there and on the waterline a bit. I always feel that this irritates my eye, that's how I tend to never do it underneath my eyes. I must have sensitive sort of under eye bits. So I'm just taking that same colour Guilt Trip on this little accent brush and just pushing it in between the eyelashes and kind of a little bit under the eye. Okay, now I am going to, if I can find it, where is the pencil that I love? No, that's not it. Well, I'll just use the new one. It's the Diego de la Palma pencil in number 1. It's massive. This is a brand new one. And I'm going to tide line my eyes with this. You can get this in Marks and Spencer's. It's £14 and it's brilliant. my eyes watering. Not really what you want, and I don't want to stick the end of that pencil in my new palette, so take that lid off. Okay, now I was going to do liner on the top, or try to, but I don't think I'm going to because the look is quite dark in itself, so I'm going to take these off. And then you can have a quick look at what we've got going on. So this is the kind of eye look that I have created. So I'm going to add some mascara, and I'm going to use my Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. And I'll add the mascara first before I do anything else colour wise. So it's like a purpley brown spooky eye, I suppose, I've created. I said the video wasn't going to be long. It's still at 21 minutes. Well, beggars can't be choosers, can they? Now, I am going to take my Revolution C4 concealer, and I am going to take it right under my eye, all the way up to where I did that line. And then I am going to take I don't know if this brush is being used for anything, we'll soon find out. Take this brush, and we are going to just buff that in under the eyes. Just to get any fallout or anything off her face. Now we're going to bronze, and I'm going to use this YSL bronzer. It's in my project pan, and as you can see it is a bit meshy. And we're going to bronze up the face. This is a cream bronzer. It's really nice. Just gives a nice subtle effect. My hair's looking really red. It's getting done at the end of the month. My natural red's reaping back in. It annoys me how with this ring light I don't look like I've got much foundation on, and then in this light I look more bronze than ever. So the blush I'm going to use is the Essence Satin Touch blush, and this is in number 20 Satin Love. Which looks like so. And I've got my Real Techniques blush brush. Now I'm just going to huff a little bit of that on the cheeks and sweep it up. Oh, just broke the lid of it. We'll sort that out afterwards. Okay, so that gives a nice wee flush. And then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild's Hummingbird Hype Baked Blush, but I was informed by a fellow American YouTuber that it can be used as like a blush topper. So I'm just going to take a bit on my hand. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to look at that. Oh, so nice. Put a bit of it on the apples of my cheeks. And just sort of, you could probably use that as a highlighter actually as well. And then I am going to take my Dandelion Highlight by Benefit, and we are going to sweep some of that around the higher points of my face. don't need too much because with that blush topper it actually gives you a good vibe. And because I've got a cold sore there, I'm not going to put a bit there. Oh, and we've got a nice spot coming there too. Definitely run down, just covered in spots. So yeah, that is, I mean, look at that blush topper. It's amazing, isn't it? And for lipstick, because I have got this cold sore, I'm going to use one from my very old Bobbi Brown palette, because then this needs to go in the bin. But I'm so upset about it. I'm going to use this really light colour. You can probably barely even see it, this really light colour here. I'm just going to take it onto my finger. We're going to run it over the lips. And as I say, you probably can't even see it. So I might even have to put something else on. It's just a light sheen, but I think I'll go into the pinkish one here. Just so that you've got something to see. These are the creamy lipstick. Oh, by Bobbi Brown. That's a bit better. And that is my completed look. What do you think? And I've just got my hair up in one of these little clasps. So yes, this is my completed eye look using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. And the shadows that I used were this one here, these three shadows, and this one on my lid. So I've got this one on my lid, and this brown is amazing. So if you enjoyed seeing how I created this look using this palette, please do not forget to thumbs up and like the video, subscribe and click the bell button, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you. Bye.